Hey guys, it's Andrea here at VW Family Farm. I know it's been a minute and I hope you can hear me. I'm out here just walking. Wasn't planning on filming and have no wireless mic or anything on. But I just kind of wanted to share with you guys what all is going on with me and with us and with the farm and all the things. So I've not put out a video in 2 weeks now. I just simply haven't known what to say or what to film. I've just been super busy, and there's days I think I have got this, I'm doing so good, I've got all the things done for the day and just everyone's taken care of and all the things, and then there's days that I literally feel like I'm drowning. This is our busiest season here on the farm, and there's just a lot going on the farm and just in our life right now. And it's just where we are. A couple, 3 years ago, I said I didn't want to ever raise meat chickens again. And I didn't say I'm never going to do this again. I knew that I didn't really want to. And they had gotten to a point where prices for processed chicken, basically, and the cost that it costs to raise them, all the things that you have to input into raising meat chickens and getting them big enough to be processed and to really have anything left. Now anyone can go outside and process a rooster and put it in your crock pot, and what you get's what you get, but I'm talking about to sell or to really put a substantial amount of meat up in your own freezer or whatever the case may be. But those prices for what consumers were willing to pay for those versus what they cost to raise them just were not very far apart, to be honest with you. So there was just very little profit in it, and the costs, the inputs were just steadily rising. The feed, if you have yours USDA inspected, like at a processing facility, anything like that, the processing fees were climbing. And it's honestly just not a job I love. I like a lot of jobs on the farm, even hard ones, even dirty ones, even labor intensive ones. Meat chickens is just not that for me, and it never has been, and I don't think it ever will be. But I am finding beauty in the fact that people want them, and not everyone wants to raise them. Not everyone can raise them where they live, but they want good quality chicken. And now we have the market, and so we're giving it a go. I was not pushed into this by any means, so I don't want to come across like that. I came up with the plan of, hey, we could raise these batches. So we're actually raising 5 batches. We have purchased 400 for each batch, but we are selling up to 100 of each batch that comes in. So 5 different batches, they will overlap. In fact, tomorrow a new batch is coming and will go in the brooder. These have been out here in the schooner for about a week and a half now. We gave ourselves a week gap. We moved these out here a little bit sooner because this is batch 1, so no one was out here that had to leave for these to come into the schooner. But we'll have a week in between when, like, this batch is harvested, and then when the 3rd batch would come in the mail, I guess, if that makes sense. So that means batch 2 would have to move to the schooner. We'd have a week to get them out here and then get the brooder spruced back up for batch 3. And that'll go on. We'll have 5 batches. We are taking a little break in August just for a little time off that we need personally. And then we'll kick back up and we'll do 2 batches between August and November. And so if we sell the 100, we'll have about 1,500 birds processed by the time we're said and done. Also got a batch of 60 turkeys coming. Those are coming, I think, in about a month. So we are at the height of everything here. I'm going to take you up. We've also got steers we're feeding out, mainly on grass. They get a little grain each day. And so going to take you up and show you those. They're very gorgeous. If you've been around here any length of time, you know how much work we put into regenerative agriculture, moving animals around and improving our grass situation. And y'all, it is it's paying off. We have so much grass right now. So we actually have cows that are about 2 miles back from our house that I go back there and check every day. Another thing I do when I'm back there is I stop and walk for a while, usually about 30 minutes. It's just something I'm trying to do for myself, take a little time to do something that's good for me. It's good for me physically, mentally, all the things, to just take a minute and do something that makes me feel better. So trying to work that in every day. You can also see grass growing back in the chicken pen. They have already been fed today, but the market customers feed them, and so they know this drill. Somebody walks up, drives up, they're here for it. So I'm getting so many eggs right now, probably about 15 dozen a day. So that takes some time to gather those and then pick them back up, washing them and packaging them. So I handle about, 180 eggs about 3 different times a day. So that takes a little bit of time. We're also in the very height of swarm season. In fact, I'd say we're in the height. We've been in the height. We're probably on the tail end of the bees swarming. In fact, they're swarming me right now. So we've got a big swarm over there. Normally Ben takes care of all the bee stuff, but I'm gonna go see if I can catch this swarm. Also have olive eggers and Americana baby chicks and 100 black copper morans on the way. Okay, come with me as I try to catch this swarm. I'm not a beekeeper, y'all. I'm a beekeeper's helper, but those are 2 totally different things. Ben just bought this suit. As you can see, it is like smushed up here. Okay, there we go. That's better. All right, let's give this a try. All right, guys, at this point, it stopped recording my voice. So I'm telling you that I'm taking you guys with me. We're going to go over and we're going to try to catch a swarm. My face is itching. That's what I was telling you right there. So yeah, let's go. Okay, here we are. There's the swarm. It's in a peach tree. It's a pretty big one if you ask me. I'm no expert. Already told you that. So we are deciding, are we seriously going to do this? And we've got you positioned, all good and ready to go. And you're going to see me walk in front of the camera right about now. I've got the nuke box, and now I'm deciding this thing is so big. How am I going to shake these off in here? It's going to get heavy. And okay, yeah, there's the opening. He already told me all this. Yeah, this is me trying to accomplish what all he gave me instructions for over the phone. And this is where I tell you, hold on, I got to call him, because that's what I do when I don't know what to do. Ben is my emotional support animal. So, okay, here we are again. We've called him. He's told us what to do. He said, best case scenario, don't take out a frame. That's what he does. He takes out a frame, shakes them in, finds the queen, shuts the box. I'd probably smush her, so he said, don't take out a frame. So this is me telling you I'm not taking on a frame. He also said that's going to get pretty heavy in one hand if you hold it up in the air. So I'm telling you, I'm positioning this under the swarm. I'm going to try to bend the limb down. This is a peach tree. And I'm going to try to shake them off in there and just shut the lid because rain's coming. So I don't want to leave the lid open. And he said just bend the limb down as far as you can. Position that under it. So I'm trying to do all these things. And yeah, you're about to see this video take a turn. Yeah, I'm getting prepared. I think at this point, looking at myself here, I'm thinking this is going to go well. I think I know what I'm doing, and I think I can pull this off. Yeah, hang on. Just wait for it. Okay, grabbing the limb. Then I decide, okay, I need to get a bigger piece of this limb. Am I under it? Yep, good to go, looking good. And I grab a bigger piece, and then I'm going to give it a shake here in just a minute. Wait for it. Bam. Okay. That did not go according to plan. Now, half of them's in the box, half's on the ground, and I've got a peach tree limb on top of it. Again, me telling you that was a disaster. So sorry. You've got to be able to laugh at yourself. Yes. Sorry, Ben. I know you're going to see this. I tried. You were going to lose them if I didn't try that. So I gave you a 0.0002% chance of keeping them by what I did. But hey, that's not zero, is it? Okay, I'm cutting the rest of this clip. Let's move on. So I just spent the last who knows how long filming a video for you guys, and probably gonna have to voice over it, but that's okay. We're back, and I'm gonna show you the rest of what we got going on around here. So you can see we have both of the big high tunnels. Beautiful flowers growing, lots of veggies growing in this one. The other one I showed you on one of the last videos, it's covered and it's just kind of baking right now, choking out grass under the ground cover. But you can see we've got tomatoes. Those just got planted, so they need to kind of bounce back. But the ones that have been planted a bit, I'm trying all kinds of methods this year of staking. Some that are staked with like rebar poles, and then I've got tomato cages. I kept about 12 of those and got rid of the rest. Gonna try all the methods. You can see I've got this I can trellis to, just lots of things. We've got squash, zucchini, eggplants, peppers, but I tried to be very, very intentional about what I planted in here this year. Only things I either wanted or to eat or wanted for the market, not just growing all the things just to be growing it. But it's full. It's about to be bursting forth with produce, all the things. We've got asparagus, okra. Trying to think of all the things we planted. We planted a lot of different things, but just not every single thing. And if that's you, that is okay. There's only so many hours in the day, and sprouting seeds is just the beginning, y'all. You gotta think down the road about what am I gonna do with this when it produces, and do I wanna eat that much of whatever the thing may be. So that's where we're at with the gardens, doing great, and I'm actually really enjoying it because it's not too stressful, and I'm able to take care of problems with pests and things as they arise, and it's not too overwhelming. It's another thing on the list, yes, but it's not too overwhelming of a job. I feel like we have honed in on what works for us. I'm taking you guys for the first look in my new milk room. Ben may have showed this some places because he's been hard at work on this for months. We're in an outbuilding, but we are in my new milk room, milk area. Let me flip you guys around. So this has been a winter project. When you walk in the door, I'm gonna give you guys a full tour of this, but I've got a place to like pour up milk. I've got all my crates and things. I've got a sanitizing area over there. I've got a big stainless steel sink. And I've got, you can see this big contraption. This is a milk cooling tank. I've got actually a big sanitizing dishwasher and more counter space. I actually love this countertop he did, this butcher block. I want this in my kitchen. But anyway, it's all right here. And then you walk in this other room. This is gonna have a door. Hope y'all can see. I hope I'm not zoomed in too much. Let me zoom you out. So this, you'll come through this door, it'll be shut. That goes out into the field, and there is gonna be 4 different pens. We filled in a pond right outside this window. Way out that way, you can see he put a tire tank. There's gonna be 4 different pens. We can rotationally graze the cows. There's gonna be pens in here, and they'll come in here to eat and get milked, and then they'll go back out. Actually got a hot water heater, so I can have hot water for sanitizing. This is gonna be closed off with a door. So, and these are gonna be covered with these sheets so that this whole room can be washed down. So this has already been amazing, being able to come in here and get all this out of my kitchen. I was washing jars in the kitchen, bottling milk, icing down milk with an ice machine down at the market, hauling ice, then hauling jars and all the things. So it's already been amazing being able to just come in here and dump it in the milk cooling tank. And then that takes, it's filtered as it goes in. So then that takes care of cooling it down and holding it at temperature. And I can wash up in here. It's cut down a lot on time. It's even gonna get better once I'm milking in here, and I can go directly from the cow into this tank. As of now, I'm still milking over in the old red barn, and then I have to carry it over here and get it in there. And it's gonna even cut down more time. So it has been amazing. I'm gonna give you a full tour of everything I'm doing. And show you more about the milk cooling tank. I think that's something, if you milk very much, it's so beneficial. I wish I'd have had one long before now, but super grateful for it. So that's a big undertaking, milking 5 cows a day. So that takes part of my day. So we're just steadily chipping away at jobs. Like I told you earlier in this video, it's the busiest time of the year for us. I mean, everything is in full swing. And plus we try to have a life outside of the farm and the market and everything. We do have Lane and Emily, who are both been married going on a year. And so we want to be there for them. We don't want every minute of our lives to be the farm and the market, because we have a family too. We have extended families. We have our moms, all the things. So it's constantly finding a balance. And then the market, it is going so well, so well. It is actually beyond our wildest dreams how amazing it's doing. If you own any sort of store where people come and purchase things, especially like us, perishable things like milk and meat and things like that they're coming back for over and over and over, you know it is a constant cycle. So it's buy things and stock it, price it, all the things that go along with that, and then hope that people come and buy those things while they're good and fresh, and then work your market or your store, take inventory, start all over. So it's way more time consuming than just the hours you're open, especially if you're trying to produce some of those things like we are. But even if you're just purchasing them, running a store or market is pretty all encompassing. It can take over pretty quickly. So that has been amazing. I mean, it's gonna have to be that way for it to ever really be successful and amount to enough money to where it's some sort of retirement plan for Ben or something like that. So just trying to enjoy the ride, enjoy the craziness of it all. Remember that little sister? She almost died a few weeks ago. Doing good now though. These are my 4 little babies that their mamas are the dairy cows. I've got 5 mamas, 4 babies. They come in here for the afternoon / evening, night, and then their moms get milked in the morning, and then they're back together for hours and hours throughout the day. So what's the point of this whole video? The point is, we're busy, and I know you guys are too. It's just a busy time of year, but I want to keep bringing you guys along and showing you what's going on here. I just don't know going forward that I am gonna be able to do that like all the time, but I'm gonna try. I'm gonna try to pop in regularly and either show you how to do something that I'm doing, or chat with you guys and give you updates on what's going on, or all of the above. But just know I miss you. I'm thinking about you, and I appreciate you. And I'll see you on the next one. God bless.